Hello. Day 5, y'all. Day 5. 5 days of me just coming at you every day. It's kind of a lot, huh? Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the people catching this after who aren't on here live. Honestly, I will say the messages in the comments have really invigorated me. Like, I didn't know that this was going to have so much reward for me personally by doing this, and it really has. Oh my gosh, y'all are making this girl feel amazing. So I don't see that anybody's jumped on yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and dive right in. Today may be a shorter video than usual, but today's issue is control. So if you had asked me before I entered rehab, are you a control freak? I'd have been like, no, I'm a total hippie, like live and let live, no big deal. But through therapy, through talking these issues out, I learned that I had a huge problem with control. I wouldn't say I wanted to control it. Sorry, I got a call there. But I didn't accept everything the way it was. And so if this resonates with you in any way, hit a heart, hit something there, and let me see it. And there was an analogy that they gave us. This is not an original idea, okay? In fact, I don't think I've shared anything original. This is just my interpretation and my reiterating what I learned. They gave an analogy in rehab for control that I think put it all in perspective, because when I even have a note here in the trusty red rehab binder, which I so often reference in every one of these videos for 5 days. This binder, y'all, I mean this notebook, y'all, seriously, took me through it all, right? Oh, I saw some hearts fly up, so somebody else resonates with this control thing. Like, yeah, I did not think I was a control freak. And so when they used this analogy, it really put it in perspective. I made this, let me just show you this kind of impromptu. I made this several years ago. I know it's probably going to be backwards on the slide, but it's Serenity Prayer in a little collage type setting on just some hard, like 8x10 crafty stuff. Anyway, I made this and it hung in my office for a long time. The reason that I bring that up is because a lot of issues I had, sorry, let me put that back, is in my job, in my career, I felt especially not in control. And this was identified at rehab. We talked about it at length and one-on-one and group therapies and stuff like that. And I hope that through these 5 days you've learned that alcohol was the effect, not the cause. And I think that's true for a whole lot of people. I don't think I'm the only one. Certainly everyone has a story and everyone's story is different. I don't mean to discount that, but I do think there's also similarities in our journey. I think we've all walked a similar walk. Maybe there are differences, but I try and find what brings us together. And control issues seem to be pretty common in my group. I don't want to speak for everybody, but they were. So, having said that, the analogy they gave me in rehab was a hula hoop. All right, now I've done this before, so if you've seen it, I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm in my pajama pants, totally. Business from the waist up, party from the waist down. But you know, you have to be able to move in a hula hoop. You know what I can control? Everything inside the hula hoop. You know what is out of my control? From here out, literally. This is it, y'all. This is all I can control right here inside this little hula hoop. That's it. Man, and they would tell us in rehab, put your hula hoop on. What was her name? I think her name was Kenesha. Our therapist, Kenesha. I think she's the one that said that. I think, maybe Jules. I don't know, but it's probably in my notebook. That analogy is so perfect to me. It's just so perfect. If you're struggling with knowing, like the Serenity Prayer, the reason I brought that up is because the courage change, I think the things I can on this side of the hula hoop. Really, they are. The serenity to accept the things that I cannot change are on the other side of the hula hoop. And once I had that analogy, I feel like I gained the wisdom to know the difference. I don't know. I mean, time will tell, right? And I'm sure I'll screw up. But I just wanted to share that again because I feel like as you go through your day, put your hula hoop on. I have to put my hula hoop on every day. Maybe I don't always pick up the actual hula hoop, but I do have to, it serves as a good reminder of what is in my control. And it helps me take the next step better. Not only just control issue, because you got to play the tape through and what's beyond that. Okay, so I can't change this, so why is it going to affect my mood so much? I have to let it go. And you'll find that all these principles kind of build on each other. But, oh, thank you, Miss Debbie. So glad you're here. So glad you're watching. All these principles, they just build up on each other, you know, to make bigger lessons that I'm trying to break down in little bite-sized pieces and give as much back as I got. So much I received, and I want to give it back. And that's why, so actually why I started Sobriety Swag, because there was the stuff I learned that they put in these little bite-sized pieces like this, seeing that reminder on a coffee cup or a t-shirt or a notebook or something like that, I just thought, you know what? That's what I need to see every day to help me get through this day. I need it. That's probably why I kept the Serenity Prayer that I made in my office all that time. On some level, I'm sure, maybe, I don't know, not consciously, maybe at times a little bit conscious, but not much. I realized I needed this. There was something here for me that I needed, and so it had always sat in my office. So again, thank y'all so much. This concludes day 5. 2 more days. I'll be on here live, and then I promise I will get out of your face. Have a blessed day.